Hi, lovely to see you again. Today we have game changer workout number 26. Focus on the front of the torso area today. A lot of chest, also front abs, whole of the core as always. I'm going to use my rack today for the chest press because it's the last chest workout. And similarly to the deadlift one, I want you to see what I do when I want to go a little bit more advanced in the lifts here. But this is totally an optional extra, right? You've seen all the way through the other chest workouts. You don't need a rack. You can do all the same things as me, down on your mat, or if you do have something like a fitness step, the Reebok step or whatever brand, you can use that in place of a bench if you want to get a bit more range in your chest press. But yeah, absolutely fine down on the mat. So please don't be distracted by this if you don't have it. Totally not a problem at all. It's just kind of something I want you to see today. All right, and we're going to warm up with a bit of cardio first of all though. Nice bit of kick cardio. Reps today, let's go for 10 in the cardio. We're going to go 2 kicks on the left to start with. Nice and small, put them in juice. You ready? Let's go. 1, 2, and then 2 jumps on the same side. 1, 2. Okay, we're going to stick with that for 10 reps. So that was 1, yeah? 1, 2, punch, punch. That's 2. Kick, stay tall, punch, punch. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's that? 3, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep getting so many different numbers. That's 4. Stay tall in the body. That's 5. Work the core. That's 6. Kick like you mean it now. 7. We're still warming up though, so don't go nuts. 2. That's 8. 1, 2, and 1, 2. That's 9. Last 1 on this side. 1, 2. Quick shake other side. Don't worry if you don't manage 10. I know this is fairly fast paced for a warm up. 1, 2, but you can kick lower. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, that's 2 reps. Stay tall in the body when you do the kick. Get a nice turn with the punch. I think that's 5, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, that's 6. 7, careful the shoulders aren't hunching up. Strong stance. 8. 9. Punch. Punch, that's 10, shake it off. Right, we're going to do press up, but it's just warm, so we're just going to be on our knees here, and it's going to be press up on the knees into downward dog, right, upside down V. So, just get down on all fours to start with. Remember, the elbows are going to be pointing directly out behind you. Chest comes towards the mat. Back up onto all fours, tuck your toes under. Press the hips up, and back. That's 1. We're going for 10 here. Press, V, 2. Press, downward dog, 3. 4. I'm moving my legs a little bit further back to get a bit more through that press up here. And that means I can get a better downward dog as well until on the mat. That's 5.
2.
6. Chest down. 7. 8. Make sure the weight's going through those arms, shoulders are forward. 9. And 10. Nice little opening move for the chest there. And, okay. So what we got here is we're going to do knee tuck, and we're going to just move the hands a little bit wider in that press up, and it's going to be press up to knee tuck. Let's do alternating knees this time, and we'll go for 10 again. So the knees can be set just outside hip width here, but it's really important that your shoulders stay forward. Don't be like trying to do the press up back here like this, right? Shoulders are forward, and your elbows are making that diagonal out behind you, not directly out to shoulder height. So it's like this, down, up, and bring your knee up, extend, try and tuck it in a little bit closer, yeah? Again, other side, down to the floor, Bring the knee up to the side, then extend the leg out, then bring it in. So you can get a little bit higher than it was, you know, when it came, a little bit higher than hip height, okay? That's 2, let's keep going for 10. Down, out, in, 3. Down, out, in, 4. Down, out, in, 5. Keep those shoulders forward. 6, 7, 8. Let's make the last couple really nice. Make sure that those elbows are making that nice diagonal line, diagonal point. That side, and the other. Down, up, out, in. Lovely. Okay, release that. Right, so let's get set up for the, just looking for my towel. Let's get set up for chest press. Please don't ask me where I got this from because I don't recommend it. It's alright in a pinch, it does the job, but I wouldn't buy this one. I'm certainly not going to tell you to. Oh, before we go into it, I'm going to do pec activation. You're going to like this. You can be seated or standing, right? Just release the shoulders a sec. So this is to make sure that we really get these muscles to be careful, I'll point to them because they're beneath your boobs, really, if you've got boobs, right? They're under there. You know the pecs. And what can happen in chest press is you can tend to feel it a lot more in the arms, which is fine, it's normal, don't worry about it if that happens. But we just want to make sure that these muscles are working. And a nice way to do that is just give them a bit of activation at the start. And this is a little trick to do it. So look, I'm gripping kind of the meatier part of my forearms here with opposite hands. I'm not holding on dead tight, but I'm just so that the arms don't move. And what I want to do is try and move the elbows like in towards each other, if you know what I mean. It's going to be like this. Yeah, so just come with me, just try it. Doesn't, you know, we're not really going to count reps, doesn't really matter, we're just going to do a few. What I like to do actually is look at myself in the mirror. I've got a mirror behind the camera there. I'm just going to look at myself and I can actually see a little bit. My pecs are not huge, but I can just see that those little pec muscles are activated. I can see that the arms are too, and it just helps you to feel them. And when you can feel those muscles starting to work, it gets easier to work them more. You know, you get a feel for how to activate them. So just by trying to squish, I'm almost trying to squish my biceps towards each other. I don't want them to come in towards each other. I want to activate the chest, and that gives you also a feel for how those pecs use that pulling inward, how they work that pulling inward motion, yeah. But also the pushing. The chest press is a pushing movement, but muscles always contract. So do you see what I mean? So these muscles here across the chest contract in to make that chest press movement. It's good to know this stuff because it helps you get more out of your workouts. But dumbbells, absolutely great. If you've got dumbbells, the point is, don't feel like, I'm not working as hard as Julie because I've got dumbbells. It's just different, but it's still great, and you're getting a little bit more out of it in terms of having to stabilise more to support those dumbbells. It's still not quite straight, but I'm just going to straighten up by moving the bar a little bit here. Anyway, 10 reps. Press your lower back into the bench. You've seen chest presses, but now you know what you're doing, so let's get it above the mid-chest here. And slowly lower. We're easing into kind of a warm-up weight, so let's make it a nice, big, nice controlled movement. That's 1. Nice and slow. All the way down, all the way up for 2. I always remind you, make sure you're coming down towards the lower ribs. 3, certainly no higher than mid-chest. You don't want it anywhere. You don't want it up over your collarbone. 4. It tries to creep up as it gets harder. We want to fight that. 5, we'll keep it a little bit lower on the chest, so it kind of wants to creep. 6, so for me it's kind of my bra line, slow, like boobs. 7, don't laugh while trying to do a chest press. That's 8, let's focus now, last couple of reps. 9, all the way down, all the way up. My God, how did I get to 47 years old and still have such an immature sense of humour? I do apologise. I'm just a little strange. Really notice otherwise. Right, what's the next one? Oh, let's lower ab crunch. It's actually, I prefer to do this on the floor. You can do it on the bench, but what happens is you tend to hold on and not use the abs as much. So I'm going to get down on the mat. Can you see? I think you can see. Extend the legs out. Let's get down. And we're going to have the feet, try and get them directly above the hips. No closer in. And then point the toes up to the ceiling. Let's keep the shoulder blades up off the mat if you can. Cross the arms over the chest. That's just to get them out of the way. You can hold the head if you want to support the weight of the head only, but we're just going to lift the hips up here. Okay? There. Let's do 20. That's 1, 2, I'm counting it. 3, 4. Lower abs, think about it. 5, 6, 7. Try to get to your swing. 8. Keep those toes going to the ceiling. I think that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I apologise for the sound effects there. I need to remember to put my towel down under me on the mat before I do that, because honestly, the amount of times I used to do live workouts sometimes, they go, oh, you used to get comfortable going, oh, she's farting during the workout. Guys, if I farted during the workout, can you imagine how much I would laugh uncontrollably? It would be the end. I'm laughing up at a farting sound. Sorry. Let's bring this into a more mature place and get on with the dumbbell fly. Okay, what I'll do is rather than moving the bench, I'll just flip myself around. Dumbbells here for the fly. If you don't have dumbbells, you want to do the whole thing with your barbell. You could do a wide grip chest press here for a similar thing. But I really love the fly. You remember that? Just remind yourself of that little warm-up move we just did with the pec activation and how that felt. And feel how this really gets in there with these same muscles, okay? So, I'm using a lighter weight here because fly is a big movement. Let's go down with it then. 10 reps all the way out. Squeeze in. That's 1. Now, you don't want to go too quickly here. That's really key. Slowly out, slowly in for 2. Don't let them touch. Exhale as they come together. 3, 4. Above mid-chest, don't let it go up too high. 5, don't let them touch. Slowly lower. 6, 7. Think about that chest, think about the pecs working. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, lock the weights into your sides to get you keep in a position as you come up. Alright. I'm going to keep hold of one of these. We've just got basic crunch for the upper abs. Remember we're working the rectus abdominis today, 6-pack front abs. I know, crunches don't get a lot of love in workouts recently, but there's a place for them, You can feel it working, right? It's no good saying it does nothing. We can feel it working with muscles, but it's very targeted. Okay, nice hollow position. Tilt the hips up slightly, get the shoulder blades up. If you're using a weight, hold it onto your chest so that all of the weight is being supported by the abs as you reach up. There's a few reps here, yeah? I'm just going to stay here. Lifting, trying to lift the whole chest, but really thinking about contracting deep, contracting in the abs, constantly knowing them. Keeping that hollow position with the belly is just a little contraction to get that chest up, to get those shoulder blades up off the mat, tilting the hips upwards. Let's do 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Kevin, come back there. I mean, we're not going nuts on the 6-pack abs moves today. Similar to the other workouts in this week of the programme, your main focus is your chest pec press, with kind of mainly focusing on one fundamental lift in most of the sessions this week, and today it's chest press. So the abs moves are, they're to give the chest a little break in between, and also because we want to hit that area. But we're not trying to exhaust ourselves on the abs because we want our energy for the chest press, right? If you are using dumbbells at home, you don't have this, and you're maxed out. Try doing single arm chest press separately, and the same with the fly. We're going to do single arm fly in this anyway in a minute. It's surprising how that can actually be more difficult than using both arms sometimes, okay? Or you've got the option of doing press up, which for most of us is more challenging than the weights we have at home for chest press, okay? So same movement, same, it is very much the same movement, same muscles working, plus more in a press up than you do on the chest press. So it's going to be a wide press up. If you don't have weights heavy enough to challenge you with the chest press, definitely consider doing press ups instead, okay? And what have we got here? I've got abs crunch. We've got press ups now on that note. So even if you do have the weights, now we're going to do press up, right? So get your palms down. It's not quite a tricep press up, but it's not super wide either. So like standard position for the press up. Legs at hip width apart. Check that those shoulders are going to be coming forward so you get that nice right angle in the arm here. Let's go. We're going to aim for 10, but as many as you've got. You can be on the knees, but I'd rather you do 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I just burst out laughing then. I was just laughing at how difficult they are. I can do a set of 10 press-ups. It's not easy, but it's not that challenging either for me normally. But when you put them in the middle of a chest workout, which is kind of where they belong, because it's very much for the chest, but what point being, once the chest's already a little bit pre-fatigued from bench press, you really start to feel it when you do the press-ups. I don't know why I'm telling you, you've experienced it yourself, I'm sure. Which is great. Isn't that great? Yeah. Yes, great, Julia, that's what you're saying. All right. Leg lifts this time. Let's get back down. So. Extend the legs, lie flat. So all the way up with the legs this time from here. But try not to, when you're down here, don't release entirely. Keep this lower abs contracted the whole time. Okay, so don't relax here. In fact, let's just keep them 1 centimetre. Well, however many above the floor you need to be to just really engage those lower abs. So lift up. Not too close in to the point where the legs are perpendicular to the floor. My toes pointing directly to the ceiling. And slowly lower to the point where, basically the point where your hips start to tilt, the lower back starts to come up and back up. Let's just do 10. Let's do 10 from here. We'll call that one a practice rep. We'll do 10. Really press the lower back down in to the mat. Pull in the lower abs. Try and hollow out the belly. Hollow out the abs. 1. Not too quickly, especially on the way down. Slow on the way down. And up. That's 2. Relax the upper back. Think about the lower abs. 3. Front lower abs. 4. Slow on the lower. Keep those hips like a pelvis tilted up. Forward. Turn on like that. Is that going to come up? Like 6. Making this. Just think about pressing that lower back up. 7. That's going to keep those lower abs engaged. That's what we're really aiming for. Slow down. Squeeze up. That's 8. Just 2 more. Down. Up. That's 9. Really pulling that belly now. Pulling the belly button. And 10. Slowly lower. Don't just drop out of it. Oh, nice work. Okay. Back to chest press. Good. About time. Okay. Let's get some real reps in with the chest press here. I'll maybe grab this, like we've put 5 more on each side. Haven't done bench press for a while, so hopefully I'll be right with this. We'll find out. I wouldn't be doing this on my own without anyone. You and me to spot me to hold the bar if I wasn't pretty sure. I could at least get it on and off on my own. Just to be clear, I don't take any chances and I don't recommend you do either. Always best, safety first. We live to fight another day and all that. Alright, let's aim for 10 reps. Can you go a little bit heavier than last time? Get yourself set up. Nice strong lift now, yeah? Last chest workout. We're trying to, we're trying to be a little bit more advanced than we were at the start. So, oh yeah, that's a weight now. Get in position. Right, so it's going to be down and up for 10. If we can, let's see. Down, that's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. I don't know what that was, that noise. Let's do 1 more. 10. Yeah, probably the first time I've clucked like a chicken in the middle of chest press, but it got me through it. Oh, nice work. Well done if you completed 10 reps with a challenging weight. Shake that off. So let's go down for a hollow hold this time. Just wait a bit in front of it now. So it's all about that hollow position. That's ultimately what really gets into these, to the front abs and feet in there. So, remember what I was just saying about having the pelvis tilted up, this forward tilt of the hips. It's a teeny tiny movement. Don't be kind of distracted by it. You're not going to for most of us, we don't have enough sort of flexion in that area for the hips to really come up, but that's what you're pulling them up that way. Do you see what I mean? Pressing the belly button down. And when I talk about hollowing the abs, I know you're probably not going to be able to get a hollow belly, right? Really. But you're hollowing out the ab muscles, below whatever's above them there. Okay, that's what we're aiming for now. So get that hip tilt, press that lower back down into the mat by tilting the hips up and pulling in the belly button and, contracting those lower abs. Oh, I really feel already, you can just have one leg raised at a time and just keep alternating. If that helps you to maintain this contraction, absolutely fine. Get the shoulder blades up so we're hollowing out through the whole of the arm area, and legs if you can. Find that hollow. Try not to unshut the shoulders. So hard to talk when you really get to this position. Alright, let's just do tiny little flutters. Holding that. What's that about? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, release. Let's just for a second, all of us together, bring your feet in and just be on the tippy toes, the tiptoes. So the tips of your toes are just touching down there. And see if that helps you to get a little bit more tilt through the hips. Up your body, shoulder blades are up. Just really feeling that hollowing of the abdominal area there. Such a great exercise. Pelvic floor as well, squeeze that in, pull it all in. Such an important exercise. Very, very beneficial in many, many ways. For guys as well, okay? Don't be thinking, if you're a guy, you don't need this. Alright, shake it off. on my list, but I actually want to do another set of chest press because I feel like we can, and I want you to, as with the other ones in this last segment, if you like, of Game Changer. I want this video to be one, whether today or today you just sort of think about it and lay the foundation, but I want you to think about being able to lift just a little bit heavier, being able to just feel a little bit, see and feel a little bit of progress by adding a little bit more on. So I'm going to add in, I feel like we've got a bit of momentum going with the chest press. I'll leave them to the vlogs because it's probably so warm and think I'm all right with that. Now, I'm just thinking about what I can add on here. I'm going to try 5 more kilograms total, so that's 2.5 on each side I'm adding on here. So I've got 10, 20, and that's 25 with both of those. Bars about 5, so that's about a 30 kilogram chest press. Not huge, but like I said, I've done these for a while. It's quite a lot for me anyway. But you work with what you've got today where you are. Remember, you do have the option of doing a set of press-ups here. If that's more of a challenge for you, fantastic for the chest. Very advanced. Alright, I am going to aim. Let's bring the rep count down, by the way. Actually, I should have said that at the start. So if you now want to add on a bit more weight, because you know we're only going to aim for, let's aim for 5 reps here, okay? So does that mean you can add on a bit of weight? If it does, go get it on there. We're only going to do 5 reps. So think strong, think powerful. Think about just seeing what strength you have in that chest. Let's go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I did it. I did it, and I'm happy with that, and I'm proud of it. The last rep I didn't come all the way down because I wasn't confident about having as much strength in this part of the movement. But actually, I certainly got 90 degrees. I think I'll have to check our video. Well, anyway, point being, the last rep wasn't great, but I did what felt like 4 good reps with that weight. I'm happy with that. It's a good win for today, isn't it? And this is a nice thing about kind of progressing in these weights workouts. It's important to keep records because you'll forget otherwise, trust me, you just will. But, sometimes in other types of workouts where we're not using weights, it's a little bit hard to notice in yourself when that progress is happening. But when you know you added a little extra plate to your bar compared to what you did last week, then you cannot deny that you're getting stronger, yeah? That's why it's so fun. All right, tell you what, let's go straight into that chest fly. Okay, I'm just sticking with these 5 kilograms here. I'm going to go 2 knots on this one because it's a big range, and you can overextend this movement. I'm sure you can feel a lot of you how it basically stretches the muscles a little bit on the chest, so you don't want to be lifting too heavy at this one, in my opinion, unless you've got someone with you to spot you, in which case you can go a little bit more. All right, just 10, but nice and slow, strong and slow. That's 1. This feels really good now. My chest is all nice and warm. See, those muscles are awake, lots of circulation in there. 3. Squeeze them in. 4. Control on the way out. 5. Don't let them touch. They come close, but they don't touch. 6. Keep pressing that lower back down. Slowly out. 7. Don't let the weights come up too high over the body. 8. They're above mid-chest, they're light. Squeeze in, that's 9. 1 more. With control. Lovely, okay. Lock them in to get up. Good set, good set. All right. Okay, Okay, so guys, we need to kind of crack on because I'm just going to amend the program a tiny bit because I added that extra chest press in there. We were going to, I did talk about doing single arm fly, didn't I? But, okay, let's just fit all that, let's do it, it's the last one, let's just do it. Okay, chest press, I managed 5 with this before, so probably, as much as I'd like to try a bit heavier, let's be realistic, okay? We'll do another set of 5. I'm going to stick with this weight, but if you did 5 fairly comfortably with the same, with whatever weight you had last time, think about going a little bit heavier, right? I don't care if you only do like 2 or 3, right? As long as they're good reps and good technique. That is definitely, you going heavier in your weights today. So think about that. If you did 5 easily last time, and you have a bit more available, add on, or maybe think about doing press-ups instead and increasing your reps from what you did there in a full press-up. Okay, so we're going to do a nice set of 5 heavy chest press of the day. Get the bar in position. Let's go, let's see what you got. Let's finish this strong. Think strong, be strong. Power, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to do a little half rep. 5. Nice though. I mean, it just reminds me actually of the value of having a spotter. Just in case you're not familiar with that, that would be another person. They usually stand behind you there, and they just like from that side have their hands on the bar, and even just that little, the little light fingertip touch on the bar just makes you feel so much easier, and a lot of that is psychological because you're in control. And then you do tend to find you get deeper down, you get the bar right next to your chest because you've got them there. If they're a good spotter, and only please work with good spotters, so that you can come right down and get that full range. But we can do a lot with the bench press, but maybe consider down there asking someone to give you a little spot. Let's do that single arm fly. So I'll do 1 weight. Because I promised it, we'll do it. And we can feel the front abs, how they're working throughout this, because they should be engaged. There's, that 6-pack area to keep your body down, basically, doing the chest press on the fly. I feel a bit weird. Alright, I think I'm in the middle of this thing now. Alright, so you've got a slight bend in the elbow. We're doing single arm fly. I'm going to start on the left, that's my weakest side. I want to get it out of the way for 10 reps. Be ready for it to feel a bit harder than the 2-arm fly. Body down. Make sure the weight doesn't rise. When I talk about rising up, I don't mean up and down here. I mean up to the body, yeah? So the weight, keep it about there, about mid-chest height still. Let's go, control out. Squeeze in, feels different, right? That's 1. Think about it, focus, control. 2, don't drop it too low, stay in control. 3, don't move too quickly. 4, think about that pec on that left side. 5, last thing, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Lovely. Switch sides. Out to the right, squeeze in. Not messing around, we want to finish this way off today. 2. Slowly with control, and then squeeze up 3. Slowly lower. 4. Think about the pec. Family, abs on. Belly pressing down. We got 7 there. And 8, 2 more. 9. And 10. What a beautiful way to burn up the chest. Okay. Quick bit of cardio to finish. Yep. Let's get straight into it. So that same circuit we did in the warm-up. Really just getting into it a bit more. 2 front kicks, 2 jabs, let's go. Left, 1, 2. Right, left with the jabs. 1, 2. Down into press up. 2 are here. 1, 2. Downward dog. Up, 2 knee tucks. 1, 2. Come on up. Let's do that on the right. 2 front kicks. 1, 2. 2 jabs. 1, 2. Hit the deck for 2 press ups. 1, 2. Press the hips up into downward facing dog. Come into plank. 2 knee tucks to the side. 1, 2. Okay, let's just hit that once more with more energy. So it's back to the left. Kick, kick. 2 jabs. 1, 2. Hit the deck for press up. We've got 2 of them. 1, 2. We just press into downward dog to release that. Then we come forward into plank and it's 2 knee tucks. Up. On the right. 2 kicks. 1, 2. 2 jabs. 1, 2. Into plank for press up. 2. 1, 2. Into that V. Let it release. Come forward. 2 knee tucks. 1, 2. And let's just do it one more time. Back to the left. Give me a kick twice. 1, 2. Give me 2 jabs. 1, 2. Hit the deck for 2 press ups. 1, 2. Into that downward facing dog. Just release for a sec. Forward into plank. 2 knee tucks. And 2. Up. Last side. 1, 2 kicks, 2 jabs. 1, 2. Into the press up. 1. Oh my god, this is so hard, this one. Press into downward dog. Come forward, 2 knee tucks. 1, 2. And we're done. Roll the shoulders. 1. Open up the chest. Point behind you with your... Try and get external rotation from the shoulder and the arm. Point behind you with the thumbs. Just let that open up. You can make the hands and just pull them down there, open up the chest. You can, afterwards, what I really recommend you do is go into a doorway, into the door frame. Put the socks down, so you put your hand on the door frame and turn your body away from it. That's going to get in there. Go and do that afterwards. Really, just relish it, enjoy it. Alright, let's reach up so that they really open out. You can reach up with trying to point the hands to the corners of the ceiling up there, yeah? It's going to open up the chest and stretch out the whole of the body. And try and pull long out the waist, let that abdominal area. Release and open up. And down. And that's your chest workout. Oh, what was that? Oh, Game Changer 24, done. See you for 25.